What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And today we're here to talk about young Dolph and about how people make you feel guilty about being successful and how it's dangerous to hang around people who aren't successful once you become successful. First of all, RIP to young Dolph. It's another young black man. Black men deserve to live into their 60s, man. I get so sick hearing young black men die. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be a big fan of young Dolph's music or act like I know a lot about him. But I have friends who are big fans of his music, and from what I picked up over the internet the last couple of days, he seemed to be a big philanthropist in his community. A matter of fact, he died getting shot in his vehicle outside of a mom and pop cookie shop. Once again, supporting an up-and-coming business in his community. You guys got to understand something. When you leave the hood, okay, or you leave the backwoods of Redneckville or wherever you came from, any lower income environment, you cannot go back. This situation immediately reminded me of Nipsey Hussle, who died outside of the Marathon, which was in a shopping center that he purchased in Compton, his hood, and he was killed on his block outside of his store. Okay, it reminded me of X-Tacion, who was killed car shopping in his state where he grew up. It reminded me of King Von, who was killed partying near where he grew up. You guys got to understand. You don't grind to make it out of a situation to then go back into the situation. And people always y'all hear the word shame, guilt, and insults, right? And that's what women use on men. But it's not just about women and men. That's what people who are less than use on people who are greater than them. That's what people who cannot achieve what you achieved, or do what you do, or accomplish what you accomplished. That's what they use to try to bring you back down, okay? I guarantee you, young Dolph had people around was like, yo, you got to keep it real, man. You got to come back to the hood, man. You got to spread the love, man. You got to look out for the community. And at the end of the day, you guys got to understand, the community will be the ones to clap you. They will. The community will be the one to clap you. It's the same thing with women. You grind all hard your whole life. All right, all your homegirls is out shaking their ass. All your homegirls is out chasing the boys. They not paying attention, and you go on to become that lawyer, or you go on to become that doctor, or you go on to become that, whatever you become, and you go back to the hood, and they scratch your face up. They cut your face up. They jump you. That's just pure jealousy. That's just pure hate. And what you guys got to understand is a lot of people in lower income environments, they are in survival mode. You cannot thrive around people in survival mode. He pulled up in his car. It's a custom foreign car, camel car. You guys got to understand the work that Dolph did to get where he was going to go, okay? The extra time he put in, the extra thought he put in, the work he put in learning the business, networking. Those cats who grew up in that town they are not capable of doing that. If they were, they would not still be there. You guys got to understand this, okay? They still in the streets for a reason. They're still in the hood for a reason. And a lot of these people in these lower income environments, if you out there gangbanging and selling drugs in your own community, not only do you not care about yourself, you don't care about your community. If you don't care about yourself and your community, how can you care about him? They're not going to care about him. And you got to understand, people from lower income environments, they only want two things when you make it. They want you to either teach them how to make it, which at the end of the day, there's no way around hard work when you make it, okay? I come from a lower income environment. I come from a small town in central New York, okay? Now I live in a larger city in Maryland. I grinded my way out the paint. I got my own student loans so I can go to school myself. I started my own businesses. I got it out the mud. People ask me, how did you get here, Alex? How are you on a rooftop downtown? Hard work. That I know the majority of people I grew up with aren't going to put in. The majority of my family members, they ain't going to put it in. They're not going to do this hard work. The majority of people's YouTube channels fail because they're not going to post every day. They're not going to promote themselves every day. They're going to talk, but they're not going to take the action. And then this is where it gets dangerous. This is where it gets dangerous because then they say, okay, well, if you can't teach me how to do it, you should give back. That's why we have some community help programs, welfare, WIC, housing vouchers, stuff like that. Low-income people want you to give. But here's the thing. If you cannot give or you do not want to give at the time, and you cannot teach them how to become successful, which, like I said, most of the time you're not going to be able to do because they chose fast money. They chose the hood. That's what they picked, fast money. They chose to drop out of school. They chose not to get a trade. We all got the same 24 hours. I know some people hate that, but that's a fact. We all had the same 24 hours. There's people who come from environments where they don't even know their parents, where they were touched by their parents or raped by their parents. It's people who come from the grimiest streets in the world, and they make a success out of themselves. So wherever you came from, wherever your situation, it's not an excuse. At the end of the day, you just got to have the mental capacity and the strength to get through. But what you guys got to understand is, like the old Meek Mill song, scared money don't make no money before I ever go broke. I'm going to take your money. So if you can't teach them how to do it, or they don't have the drive to do it, and you don't want to give it to them, or you can't give it to them, guess what they're going to do? They're going to take you out. Because when you come back, I know what you guys are thinking. You want to be the beacon. You want to be the shining hope. You think you're going to come back to the hood. People are going to look up to you and they're going to say, man, if he could do it, I could do it. Or if she could do it, I could do it. But that's not what's going to happen. For every one person who looks up to you in this motivation, there's going to be 6 people who hate you, despise your existence, who say, why you instead of me, who feel like you don't deserve it, who look past all the grinding you went through, who act like you didn't have to turn down friends, turn down turn-ups. There was plenty of times when my boys was out party promoting. There was plenty of times when I was growing up, 18, 17, 16 years old, trying to get my schoolwork done. All the dudes on the block in the games with their flag, smashing all the girls. I had to take the L. I had to be the lame. I had to be the cornball. Like I said, if you the girl, you was out there, you wasn't shaking your ass. You was grinding, you was studying. We had to take L's. And now at the upper 20s and 30s, the later point in our life, now we winning and they done cashed out. Guys, think about the people who be popping in high school. Most of them single mothers now. Most of them in jail now, or dead now, or still on the streets right now. So they see you, they don't see motivation. They see you, they see everything that they couldn't become. And then they hate you for becoming it. And hate is a green-eyed monster. Like I said earlier in the video, these people don't care, and they'll sell drugs in their own community. You understand what I'm saying? They don't care about themselves or their community. They don't care about you. They'll kill you. In a fleet of emotion, hate is the opposite of love. It's one of the strongest emotions on the planet. And when they feel that hate, that green-eyed monster, they'll slice your face up. They will kill you. They will shoot you. You got to understand something. We all grind to get out of our bad situation, if we're in a bad situation, so that we can get out. We don't grind to come back. All right? If you want to support your hood, you want to support your neighborhood, okay? Donate to the library. Donate to the schools. Start a program for the kids. Open a program for mental health. But do not go back there. Don't go chilling on the block. Don't go to the local moms and pops. Don't go back to your hood trying to keep it real, keep it real. Because at the end of the day, when you dead, Pop Smoke, another example. At the end of the day, when you dead, people are going to cry for a week. They're going to talk about how great of a person you are, and they're going to move on. And you can't come back. You only get one life. Guys, we do not grind and bust our bums to go back where we came from and be assaulted, attacked, or murdered by the same people who we grinded our whole life to get away from. You gotta learn how to love people from a distance. You gotta learn how to love people from a distance. All right? When you elevate, you have to elevate everything. One of the hardest things about being successful is cutting off the people who are around you who weren't successful. If you don't come from money, you have to make yourself. You have to be new money. You have to build yourself in as a new money so that your family can now be old money 20 years from now. So that your kids, they're not new money no more. You're old money now because your name's already solidified. And to do that, you're going to have to cut off family. You're going to have to cut off friends. You're going to have to leave your neighborhood. Because if you don't, you'll never make it. They'll take you out. They'll make sure. And they're going to use all types of shame and guilt tactics. They're going to call you an Uncle Tom. They're going to call you a coon. They're going to call you a sellout. They're going to tell you you think you're better than. And all that's fine. You are better than. That's why you're not still in the situation. Young Dolph wasn't still in Memphis hustling because he's better than that. And that's not a bad thing. He should be better than that. He busted his ass to be better than that. Nipsey busted his ass to be better than that. King Von busted his ass to be better than that. X-Tacion busted his ass to be better than that. You busted your ass to be better than that. And you deserve to reap those spoils. Buy your nice car. Move to the suburbs. Get married. Have your family. Don't let nobody shame you and insult you back into the bad situation that you grinded to get out of. I need y'all to understand this because it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Now, don't let no one bring you down. If you got to stand alone, you got to stand alone. That's why I tell you guys all the time, you got to learn how to be a lone wolf. You have to learn how to be a lone wolf. Learn how to stand on your own. Learn how to love yourself. All right? It's no reward. You don't get no rewards. Like I said, at the end of the day, people going to remember Dolph for like a week, maybe a month, and they're going to move on. And what was it all for? What was it all for? He gone. He can't come back. You guys got to realize, like I said, You're doing better because you are better. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Some people are going to have to die and come back. They ain't learned their lesson yet. It's not their time. But if you escape, that means it's your time. Don't cut your time short trying to bring everybody with you. You can't do that. You're not God. Let God get them. If they want to be saved, go to church. I tell people all the time, the best way to help someone else is to tell them to help themselves. I repeat, the best way to help someone else is to tell them to help themselves and maybe give them some tools to do it. But if you want to help people, you have to help people from a distance. Do not insert yourself back into low-income, low-vibrational environments because your God glow, they'll try to take that out. They can't handle it. It's too bright. The lights is too bright for them. They vampires. I need you guys to understand that. All right? You didn't grind hard to get out of a situation just to put yourself right back into it. You deserve it. Don't let nobody shame, guilt, insult you. Nobody get you with that keep it real stuff. You keeping it real. Real in your peace and in your space that you created to yourself, that you grinded for on your own. Stay there. All right? It's too many young black men dying. We got to stop this, man. It has to stop. Make it out and stay out. All right? I'm Alex and I'm out, y'all. Peace.